key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Hello and welcome to this special episode of Holocron Entries. We're discussing the teaser trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's been a while since we've talked to any Star Wars on this podcast feed, but we're here. Joining me to discuss the teaser, Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here to talk about a dude in sand. Again.
So let me put it out there right now. I'm thinking podcast title. It's probably taken, but I don't even care. We just call it Hello There. Right? Right? Surely. Hello There. An Obi-Wan Kenobi. See, after show? Yeah? Hello There. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I was just looking up. I think I wanted to call it the only one Kenobi cast. But Kenobi cast is
the only
taken.
one Kenobi? Yeah, of course it is. How about Hello There?
Hello There, yeah, that works.
Hello There, podcast. Done. Smacked it.
Who cares?
Because that's right. We will be talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi soon on your Holocron.
I mean,
entries.
Who cares? Because really the podcast feed is under Holocron Entries, so really we could call anything.
Yeah, but every show has a name, and I'm committed to making sure that's a continued thing.
What I'm saying is we won't get sued if we call it whatever, because it's not technically the name of the show.
That's true. First teaser trailer dropped for Obi-Wan Kenobi last week, I think. Yeah, it was last week. Only getting around to talk about it now, but it was...
Because it's only a week ago.
Time is weird. It was a week ago. Very keen I was for this trailer. And in the lead up, you kept hearing rumors and swirls on the internet that this teaser was probably going to drop soon because, everyone was talking about possibly the thing coming out in the middle of this year or even earlier. Well, now we know. It's out in like a month, basically. It comes out on May 25th. To your Star Wars Disney Plus streaming service. It's going to be 6 episodes, limited run series. All of that I think we knew before. But we got our first look. So the trailer, which will run down some more bits and bobs before, I think it does a very good job at setting up the basic idea of what this show is and who the main players are. But what did you think of it, Ash?
Yeah, it's killer. It's more Star Wars. It feels like more of that era. It looks good. Dual Fate still rocks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good teaser. Ewan McGregor still looks great. We kind of got a tease for what potentially he could be facing, what could potentially draw him away from Tatooine, and we can all be grateful he won't be on Tatooine the entire time.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Like, I was always going to be keen for this show. This is the one, and look, if you listen to all the after shows we do here on this podcast feed, I've been complaining, like, obviously about fan service a bit. And look, it's not that I hate fan service. I've said fan service when done right and like it makes sense, totally aboard. When it just feels like overboard to like you're not driving anything other than just pleasing people via fan service. That's sort of what I don't love. I don't feel like this show's technically falling into that fan servicey thing, but I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, so I was always sort of going to be about this, even though it's like, oh, where's some new characters? I'm like, nah, whatever. It's Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I'm sorry, I'm down that path at this stage. But yeah, coming into this after the Book of Boba Fett, I was like, fucked if I can care about being on Tatooine any longer. Like, please, Lord, let me get off. So boy, was I happy to see in this trailer that they're on a different planet. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know what the planet is. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But they show in this trailer several locations, including a planet that has a very like neon design cyberpunk thing. And we know that it's blink and miss it, but Obi-Wan Kenobi is on that planet. There's a shot of him 1 second walking in a crowd. He has the hood up. So he does leave Tatooine at some point. So the show isn't just going to cut away from him. He is going to leave that goddamn planet and come back at some point. So that's the best thing. But the general setup that we got from this trailer is, of course, Obi-Wan is in hiding. Well, not in hiding. He's on a mission, I guess, is the main difference you got to point out. He's on a mission, which is to protect Luke Skywalker and sort of stay hidden as he does such a thing. And he gets drawn out by it looks like, Inquisitors.
Yep.
Which, if you've never watched Star Wars Rebels or played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you probably haven't come across Inquisitors, I guess. But they are a group that was, or any of the comics, there's a bunch in, they were probably one of the most significant new inventions brought in after Disney got Star Wars, like the canon sort of things, is they brought in the Inquisitors with Star Wars Rebels Season 1, which was the first major show they did after getting the Star Wars brand license, whatever. And they've used them a lot since then in different things. They are a group that more or less was created with Vader at one point being involved with them, whose job is to hunt down the remaining Jedi that weren't killed in Order 66. So be that those that happened to have escaped, those who were already in remote locations, like that's their job. Hunt down, kill the remaining Jedi. That's sort of their job here. Now, the one character that we see in the trailer, the main one that's sort of been the focus point, I think, of discussion for the Star Wars fan base on Twitters, has been Rupert Friend as the Grand Inquisitor. And the complaint here is that the complaint a lot of people have online is that he doesn't look anything like how he looks in Rebels, which is, yeah, he doesn't look anything like he looks like in a cartoon show that has a very animated, specific style that doesn't look like human characters at all. No one in that shows everyone look like they would look in real life. That's not my problem. My problem with him, and it's the only thing I don't like of the teaser, is I just don't think from a straight up makeup, like just from a straight up makeup point of view and everything, I just don't think it looks great. Like, it's not that he doesn't look exactly like the cartoon. I just think he looks a little bit silly. So maybe it'll look better in motion. Maybe it's just that one sort of thing where I'm seeing it taking in the shot like this. But yeah, I was a little bit like, oh no, that looks a little bit, I don't know. It looks a bit like, what's that show? The Red Dwarf. Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's not the most intimidating looking.
Yeah.
And especially, I think the other thing is kind of irked people is obviously the Grand Inquisitor is a race that we've seen before in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really look exactly like the others of the race. So I understand.
They look better in that.
Yeah. They do look better in that. I feel like this is just like a practical for TV. Like, let's not have as many prosthetics because we don't necessarily have as much time to have him around, and it's just easier for him to do more of the stunt work, like in less makeup potentially.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Look, I'm open to liking it more in action, but yeah, just based on that one thing, it is that thing.
Obviously, this is a teaser trailer, so they could be working
unfinished
visual effects and that kind of stuff. Yeah. You go the full Sonic on him, and he looks perfectly fine by the end.
The whole thing.
The show gets delayed because he doesn't look right. Yeah,
possibly. We're finding out also that they could have nearly got the original voice actor to him because he was originally voiced by Jason Isaacs. So could have brought Jason Isaacs in to do it, but no, didn't know. But
that would have been a good fit. Like, I don't know if he'd be able to pull off potentially the stunt work.
I don't know. That's the thing, I guess.
Go on. He's a bit older now.
Yeah, maybe he's a bit too old. I don't know, but so that's sort of the setup, and then the other fantastic trailer where it has you get to see a few other Inquisitors. So you get to see Moses Ingram, I think is her name.
Yes, who people would probably best known from Queen's Gambit.
Is she in that?
Yeah, she plays.
She's one of the main characters.
She's Anya Taylor-Joy's friend from the orphanage.
Oh yeah. She's playing the new character in this, who looks to be like sort of the lead, I would say, main Inquisitor. At least the way
she's slated as the third sister.
Yeah, Revan even. The third sister. So that's the interesting thing. She's a brand new character for this though. So she's an Inquisitor that we haven't actually seen before. And I'm pretty sure she now completes the Maybe there's more Inquisitors, but at least like it fills in the gap. I think like the furthest one we had is like 12 or some shit, like 13 or whatever. So like they filled every number across all mediums at this point. Like number 3 was missing. So we also get to see in the trailer a quick moment of the 5th brother, which is being played by Sung Kang, who most people would know from Fast and Furious as the best character in the franchise. But yeah, he has one
What's his
shot
name,
where you
Kellen?
can clear. Hey?
What's his name?
Sung Kang?
In Fast and Furious?
Huh?
Okay, yeah. It just sounded like you completely forgot his name. That's all.
Oh, no.
Because you would
just
say
saying
it.
he's the most best character in the franchise. Everyone knows who he is. Come on. You see one shot of him walking towards the camera on that, whatever the other planet is. I don't know, the non-Tatooine planet. He's got a bunch of stormtroopers behind him and stuff. The 5th brother was in Rebels. Like he was one of the main Inquisitors in Rebels. Spoilers, he dies in Rebels. So, no,
No, it's fine. He'll come back.
Oh, fucking.
It's all holograms. It's fine.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. He doesn't look anything like his animated counterpart either, but I honestly don't mind based on that one shot. Again, I need to see the full thing in action or whatever, but it's like, whatever. Like, he looks fine. He has some, I don't know, like paint on or something that makes him look the green paint, it looks like, or something like that. But the animated version looked a bit more robotic or something, but
it does.
I don't know.
Or lizard-like, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm like, but whatever. I'll see, whatever. But he's got like the 5th brother has a whole I know we call it like a helmet cap head sort of thing going on. I don't really know what to call it, but that's his sort of design. Who else do you see in this? We see Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
And, Bonnie Pessy or whatever her name is as
they got super lucky with
Lars.
that casting, didn't they?
Hey?
They really hit the jackpot with that casting. It's like, let's just pick some Australian guy because we're filming here in Australia. And then it blows up to become one of the big original lead actor.
It's such a funny thing though, because like I don't know if maybe there's someone out there who doesn't know, but Joel Edgerton plays Owen Lars in episode 3. You see him for a couple seconds, like and now
2, right, as well. Like he meets
I guess
Anakin.
he was, he would have been, yeah. But again, I don't think he's like you barely see him because he's speaking to the older the uncle.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
The stepdad or whatever.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he's like the main face point or whatever. But yeah, it's funny, like after all these years coming back to like sort of fulfill that role. And yeah, you see a good close up of Owen Lars in this where I think it might have been the third sister from memory. Yeah, like on Tatooine. Looks like she's hanging someone and like Owen's there like watching and the camera sort of zooms in on him, which is sort of like a haunting thing. They're obviously doing this to show and be like, hey, there's Jedi here. We know there's Jedi here. The way the trailer like has the Grand Inquisitor sort of interrogating someone, being like, tell us where he is. It's like, how do they discover though? That's the thing I want to know. Like who, where and when, what, when and why discovers that Obi-Wan is alive? Because that seems to be the thing. It seems like they're hunting him. They know he's alive. Yeah. They're looking for him. So I want to know like how do they discover him? Like what's the leading cause to that? And then the other thing, of course, the major thing I think at the end of this trailer is as the music sort of fades out, you hear the Darth Vader, the breathing. And we all know that they're setting this up. And I'm glad they haven't kept it a secret because I think it's a good way to sort of market it. And they're going heavy on the marketing of it. It's like you've got Hayden Christensen back. He is playing Darth Vader in this. They will fight. It's like Godzilla. Like they will fight. Like I appreciate they're not trying to hide it though. Like just going full like we're not fucking around. Like you're getting Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan round 3, even though technically
it's just like the WrestleMania card like halfway through December. It's like we know who's going to be main eventing.
Yeah,
like we know these two are coming together.
So yeah, I love the way trailers sort of put together and music and everything like that. Definitely plays to my plays to me. A couple of things I saw people point out across the internet that one thing I did notice myself which was there's a shot where a bunch of green birds fly up from a bunch of like smoke or something in the trailer. The green birds, or for anyone who's a fan of Ahsoka, those green birds are usually, or she's quite often seen with, they're called Moirai, I think is how you say it. They're like these green owl looking things. And those birds don't look big enough to be owls. However, I can't see green birds in Star Wars without thinking Ahsoka. And look, to be honest, I'll be highly shocked if Ahsoka isn't in this.
No.
Not because I want her to be, but just because that's how these fucking shows tend to be. Like, Ahsoka's in everything. Like, she's Tony Stark.
She's yeah. I don't think she will be, because obviously there's that massive time gap, and it's like, are we really meant to believe Rosario Dawson looks the same like all these years before?
I mean, she doesn't age that much, I guess, Ahsoka, like as a character. I don't know what her species like aging.
Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight. I don't know what Twilight is like the aging rate is or whatever, like how many years they live or whatever. But
it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, she can show up. Ahsoka can show up, and I'm going to say she probably will, just because they seem to be putting in here in every series to like she's the connecting factor, and I don't know. So, and then the thing I didn't notice that someone pointed out that I'm like, fuck, that would be wild, is there's actually a shot of they're in like an alleyway at some point during the trailer. I'm going to presume again it's that city, that neon city. It could be a completely different location. I don't know. The third sister's like in the distance staring someone down, and the camera's from behind someone, and they're holding a blaster out, and it looks a lot like Han Solo's blaster. Like, so then I saw people grabbing this screenshot and pointing this out online and being like, "Oh man, what if Han Solo's in this?" I'm like, surely not. Like, would there be any reason to have Han Solo make a weird cameo in the Obi-Wan series? Like, but the thing is, this is the thing. Prior to Mandalorian, prior to especially the Book of Boba Fett, I would have been like, they wouldn't do that. That's dumb. Like, there's no reason to have all these like weird cameos and stuff. However, now I live in a world where my brain goes, that's dumb. And then go, that's probably what they're doing then. Like, you know.
This is
like,
before Solo, right?
Where the fuck did Solo take place? No, this is after Solo, right? No, hold on.
Solo takes place during the Empire. Right?
Yeah, this is during the Empire.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be around the same time, or definitely a little bit after it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't actually remember the exact Solo timeline, but it could still be Alden Ehrenreich is the thing.
Well, I guess it depends on how much older you think Han is than Luke Skywalker.
I mean, we don't technically know exactly when this takes place, I guess. We know this takes place before the end of Rebels because of the Inquisitors.
You would say Luke is like 6 to 8 based on that shot of him pretending to drive
let's say he's
pod
6
racer.
to 8. So let's say this is 6 to 8 years after episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're saying it's about what, 16 to 18 years? No, sorry, 6 to 10 years before episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be.
Who knows?
It'd be weird if it was, but
it could be the story of what happened, how Han got his blaster. You know,
really need to know that.
That's
series.
That's very important. It's like up there with the dice, right?
Can't wait to watch this where it's one episode Obi-Wan Kenobi and then 3 episodes on fucking Han Solo.
That would be very Star Wars.
It wouldn't be very Star Wars. It's a very fucking new Star Wars Disney Plus TV series rules. Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be very new Star Wars. You know, look, here's the black guy with the lightsaber. You complete the rest of the series about everybody else.
Is there anything else in that you've seen or?
No. Obviously, we've still got a bunch of different actors that are attached to this project that we haven't seen anything about. So,
yeah. You know the one I want to know the most about? Guess.
Benny Safdie.
Correct. Who the fuck is Benny Safdie playing? That's what I want to know.
He's just going to be some random dude in the street. Like,
Imagine. I want to know.
What's
no,
up?
be safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, very keen.
Very
Great
keen.
teaser
Looks
trailer.
pretty. Of course, it's directed by Deborah Chow. Cinematography by Chong Kung Chung, who probably people should know most recently his work on Last Night in Soho. So.
Well,
But I guess also Uncharted, which is one of the biggest movies of the year. So
that's true. It has the caliber of talent. I mean, it has one cohesive director. It has a director who we love.
I think that's the most interesting thing to see how that is different to everything else so far.
That in the Favreau
Favreauverse.
verse or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The main writer has done. Let's have a look here because I haven't actually looked at this. Fuck all, really. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, Army of the Dead, Awake. They're writing Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. Mostly a producer before that. Yeah, I don't know. Joby Harold. Yeah, I don't know. I'm keen. Obviously, we'll be talking about it very soon. Fuck knows if they'll post a full-on trailer closer to the release date. Probably get on here and talk about that if they do, but otherwise, we'll be here back to talk about the full series episode by episode in Why Hello There, the podcast. In just over, release this, you got probably like 4, 5, 6, 6 to 8 weeks, whenever it is. So not that far away in the scheme of things. So join us then. Thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe to Holocron Entries, the podcast feed that you're listening to this on, for all of our great Star Wars shows, including The Very Bad Batch. They'll be back later this year. The Mandalorians will be back sometime next.
Is it?
12
Is that
months.
a microphone?
Nah, next 12 months. I know it could be out next year, but fucking, I know they're filming it, so they'll be back sometime in the next 12 months, probably. And whatever else Star Wars happens, but The Very Bad Batch is definitely happening.
Yeah,
this
that's
year,
happening.
So that's happening. Theory, goodbye.
Goodbye there.